Hello and welcome to a flip through video of my journal. This is starting in February of this year, and I haven't done a flip through in a really long time, so I'm really excited about doing this, and I'm so excited that I have completed this journal. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get started on it. So basically, this is a journal that I have started using this year. I'm using an altered composition book. I have done a video, I believe, on how I created this book. I'll leave a link below to the person that inspired me. Her name is Melanie Sullivan, and Never Hopeless Elizabeth, for how to create a journal using a composition book. And so yeah, so basically I took some pages out so it wouldn't be as fluffy, and then I glued 2 pages together. So I've been doing that now. I'm in my 3rd journal. I'm really enjoying this process, and so yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. So I like to add a little charm onto my journals. As you can see, I like to add some fluff as well, and so this is just a yellow bow that I kind of just punched a hole in and used the lobster clasp to make that. This is my own art. I believe I've created a video, like I said earlier, on how I just kind of add this to my front, and then I seal it with packing tape. So inside my journal, I always start with an introduction page. I started creating, these are my BBG girls, my Big Brave girls, and so they are artwork that I've had some, and then I'm also starting to create some, but I'm using this in my journal, and then I'll also offer it as stickers in my shop. At the beginning of every journal too, or at least a month, because basically I've found out that I do not fill up this particular journal. I actually added the beginning of March in, which I'm totally fine with. But at the beginning of each month, I basically do a goal sheet, and then I also do a calendar. And I think I've done a video on this, but basically I use this is a calendar from Susan Branch, and I purchased one of her small calendars, and I use it in my journals to put down as a calendar. Okay, so this is something I kind of started new this year, is adding magazines, cutouts to my journal. I love this idea, and these are some of the magazines clippings that I've had for years. I think some are like from 2008 that I just absolutely love, and I've just kind of hoarded them over the years. So I've decided I'm going to start putting them in my journal, especially some of them may not even really appeal to me, but most of them do. But I'm going to start adding those bits and pieces to my journal, and talking about how much I love them. And basically you're kind of creating a dream journal or a goal journal by adding these particular bits and pieces into your space or your creative journal. So in here, you'll see I have a piece of tulle that ties these 2 pages together. Let me see if I can... Okay, that's as wide as it goes. Basically, this is me writing out some personal things that I don't want. I love to show my journal off, and people, if I go to events or things like that, or crafty events, they want to look at my journal, which I absolutely don't mind. I love that they want to look at it, but there's just some things, if I'm having a bad day or some things are going on in my life that I don't really want eyes to see, and also, I live with little eyes. So sometimes I just want to keep that information to myself, and I'll just kind of make like in this particular pages, I had a magazine article that I read, and I was kind of discussing it, and then also I'll use envelopes and places to kind of put those things, because this is my journal, and not only do I write the day-to-day, but I write what things are on my heart and personal things that are going on. Okay, this page is a lot of writing. I love to write, of course, and but I'm just going to kind of talk about, maybe I'll do some bits and pieces of what I've written about, but it literally is day-to-day stuff. But I did have, this was funny because I was like, what is this I'm writing about? Bizarre and creepy. And I realized that as I went through this book, this was kind of a rough month for me. but I realized that sometimes I maybe not need to watch the bizarre and creepy. They're true stories, but they're just creepy and awful. And so I'm thinking maybe I need to get away from watching some of that. And the bizarre thing is, I didn't used to watch TV, and now with the whole COVID thing, and then also since we've gotten Pokey, I kind of sit down with him at night and put him to bed, so to speak, on the couch. And so, yeah, so I started watching television. But anyway, this is a cutout from a costume that I got over, I love Raggedy Ann, that I got over Halloween. And I really literally, like I said, I am putting things in here that I love, that draw to me, that may not even make sense of the day, but I am just adding things that bring me happiness into my journal. Moving into Wednesday and Thursday of the 3rd and 4th of February, this is a tip-in that I created. This is and it's basically doing just little COVID updates. But this is also a postcard from Susan Branch. I believe she still has these on her website, but I love this because she has a mask on. And then it was my bestie's birthday. And then I also love this because anytime I have a lot of dog stickers, but this one I took Pokey to the vet, and you know, he loves to keep us up at night sometimes barking, so I always document. Today was Pokey's bark day. Yeah, so he usually has like one day that he just barks, you know, so, oh yeah, and there's a little picture of him using the little, Canon mini printer of him going to the vet. Look at those little paws. He's so cute. Okay, here is another, I know it's kind of got a glare on it, but here is I actually posted this on my Instagram and I had a lot of feedback on this. It actually was a little, I get the cottage, what did I used to get? It was basically like a cottage, but it was outdoors. And so there's always these little garden shed things. Anyway, I just decorated it up as a dream of having an art barn. That's my dream that I have. Dream cottage, art barn, just like beautiful, pretty, painted, all the things. Oh, and so yeah, so this is, I am seriously dreaming of a magical art barn. So yeah, so this is also where I found some online on Instagram, and I did a little collage picture printed it out. I don't know if you guys can see that, but yeah, so those are Dream a Little Dream, and I just talk about, you know, it's good to write down your dreams and ideas in your journal. Hold on. I thought my thing was dying, but I actually ran out of memory on my camera. Okay, sorry, I was just removing that cord over there. Okay, this is Friday. This is again a cutout from basically a set of pencils that came on this. It's more or less for bulletin boards for teachers, but I love adding these to my journal. This is some daily information. This was a courthouse that caught fire here in Texas. The ironic thing is that I work with counties, and I was working with this particular county when this happened, and so it was just like bizarre because I had just talked to this gentleman, the judge, a couple days prior to this, and then all of a sudden this happened. It was just like, oh wow, that's so weird. Winter days, I must have had a bad day, or ended up on a happy note. Well, that's good. Put on my rose-colored glasses, haha. So yeah, so those are just kind of some stories. I used some lace and some ripped paper. Oh yeah, Girl Scout cookies. We were selling Girl Scout cookies too. Okay. More, again, I love to write, but I also love to decorate. I went and got my hair done. I think we cooked out hot dogs. I don't know. I'm not a hot dog person, but I believe I always usually end up eating sausage that will get cooked out with hot dogs as well. This is another magazine cutout. See, I've been like having a rough week because I have all these little like bad faces. Like I said, this month was, looking back, and being where I'm at now, it was a rough month for me. So, and I know we have these, so I'm either a stick in the mud or an old fuddy-duddy. So, okay. Moving on, spring. I made my first attempt to a chicken pot pie, which actually turned out delicious. It was really, really good. I bought this sticker a while back. I think it was on a clearance or something. I don't remember exactly where I picked this up, but I love the Golden Girls, and I love that they eat cheesecake. Me and Brazos went through a phase of loving the Golden Girls too, so that's always fun. Yeah, blah, another blah day. It's Monday. Brazos had a concert at school, so that was always right from the heart. I always have to tell myself, because sometimes I don't, if I have bad days, I kind of want to like, oh, don't write that down, but it's good because you can look back and realize, wow, what was going on that time? Or, you know, we all have bad days. We all have bad months. We have bad weeks, you know, maybe we have bad 6 months. It's just, but I learned early on, or I've learned now, I don't say early on because I have journals from like when my son was baby, and he's 21 now, that I didn't write out my true things. I don't know. To me, that just helps. It helps because then you can look back and realize and work on things that need to be changed maybe. So, okay, if you see here on this journal, I started underlining. I love this idea. I got this from Journal with Dolly, and I love adding lines to the pages and then writing on them. Again, I'm still talking about my dream cottage in here. This is my sweet little nephew. He wrote a book, and he did the Japanese binding, and he sent me a little video on how he did that. Love that. Okay, my parents' anniversary. It was their 53rd wedding anniversary. So I actually took this older photo of them because I wanted to add a photo in there. And this is, again, a magazine background. Oh, and then this was a letter that I found that my daughter had written me, oh, I don't know, years ago. This is when I first started selling things. I wish I had a date on it, but found this sweet letter from Brazos she had written after one of our Planner EdX meetings. So anyway, I just wanted to include that. Again, this is an item that I'm including in here that may not go with the time. Same with this picture, but it tells the story. More writing. I think I was having some issues with my silhouette cutting machine. Coal boogers. I kind of talked about this on Instagram. That was something that my mom always says, and I found myself saying it. You know, you always end up saying things that your mom ends up saying. This was when the cold snap happened here in Texas, that week of freezing temperatures. And our electricity had gone out that night, and so we played a game of Yahtzee, which I love Yahtzee. And so yeah, so that was, I just put my card in here. I did print out, I wanted to definitely document how much the weather. They were going to say it's going to be 5 degrees here, which I have never experienced that cold of weather, and it was very frigid. So I'm just, yeah, such a strange day after the lights were out. So yeah, it was a Friday. Again, it's just talking about the cold. Another cold day. At least I'm putting happy life in there. So little dog here. I don't know. I think I'm just talking about the coming out with cold. Oh yeah, I had my Valentine tea party, and so opened up all my Valentine's card, and I took a picture. I was so surprised. This is like the tea that I used for the tea party, so I just kind of put that little tea bag in there. And yeah, I used a lot of my Valentine ephemera to fill the pages. This is actually Valentine's Day. This was actually when it really started getting cold here. And then I had gotten Brazos my daughter loves these big gigantic hearts with all the chocolates in them. So I just used the key to let's see here if I can, that they include in to show you what chocolates are and where. And I basically took a picture of her eating her chocolates, and yeah, so, oh, and this is our little, we've been playing cards, And so I put my little score sheet in there for when we played Rummy. That was the first time we had ever used I've ever used the whole deck of cards in all the years I've played Rummy. So that was a fun thing. We finally built a fire because we were going to replace our front of our fireplace, and so we took it apart, and then now we needed a fire, so we put it back on, which I thought was pretty funny. Yeah, so this was when it started cold, when that cold actually hit. It was so beautiful. The snow was gorgeous. I haven't seen that much snow in I don't even know when, if ever. It was so cold, but I worked on my little kit today, and then this is me feeding the chickens, which I kind of told that story of chickens. The water had gone frozen, and I went out there, and this chicken was on top of this chicken, and I went to tell her to move, and then she jumped in the water bowl, and then she started drinking the water while she was standing in it. You know, chickens are not always the brightest animals in the bunch. I wanted to do a spread of our winter wonderland, so yeah, I just printed out a bunch of little pictures from our day, and then you know, with Pokey making snow angels, all the snow fun. And what was so exciting is I actually got to use my snowflakes. I know, snow days, snow much fun, which is very unusual, like I said, here in Texas, my part of Texas. Tuesday, again, we're just talking about the cold. That's like the main point of topic, you know. And the thing about working from home is you work from home whether it snows or not, because more likely weather would they closed our office, but working from home, you continue to work. So that's what I did. Basically, the kids were out of school. I mean, Brazos was out of school, but yeah, we continued to work. My siblings all ran out, did not have any running water or electricity, so they were like melting snow for the dogs to drink and things like that. It was just insane, you guys. I don't know, I still don't really know what happened with the whole electricity thing, and the sad thing is our governor had to step in. I think this is what happened, and really try to get those things fixed. It was nuts. And we were conserving as much as we can, because they kept saying, don't, you know, turn your heater down, because we're trying to conserve electricity. So Thursday we had another snowstorm come through, and this was a drawing that I did that I actually haven't painted yet, and I'll come back and hopefully paint that. But I actually went out there with my big fluffy furry sweater on, and I put my arm out because I wanted to catch a snowflake, because someone had told me that they really look like snowflakes, and you guys saw a real snowflake. It was the highlight of this whole snowstorm. So it was just amazing, and I zoomed in on my camera there and took the picture. I was amazed, simply amazed. Okay, so then we're moving into the latter part of the week. I had a great idea of doing more tea times with you guys, so I really wanted to. I kind of made this was a little girl that I drew a while back, and I made stickers out of her so that I can, anytime I have an idea, I can put her on my journaling page. And then things are starting to get melted down. My sister's got electricity back. I watched Pride and Prejudice again. And then Brazos came in with this super awesome, huge icicle. And so I had to take a picture of it. And then, yeah, I kind of put my little ghost in there because I was watching these ghost story things on television. Like I said, I kind of need to start watching things a little less crazy. Okay. So I had done a drawing, and so I had cut her out and put her in my page. I must have been having kind of a rough day here. And then again, I love these plants in here, in these little pots, and so I love this picture. So again, I added it to my page. This is one that I've been collecting for so long. Just more writing, Must have had pizza. These are bits from Susan Branch's, oh yeah, Broken Pipes. I guess I'm just talking about the weather and stuff. But this is another cutout from Susan Branch's calendars. This is a collage page I did of all the things I received in Happy Mail. I got a few more things, but this was just a collage page that I made for of Valentine goodies. And I did a video on this. This is just another page of, you know, sun is coming out. Oh yeah. So again, I said this was kind of a weird month for me, but it was ho-hum. I was having a really just one Eeyore day. I call it Eeyore day when I just can't snap out of my putting on my rose-colored glasses. So that describes my day. Moving into Monday, 22nd, 23rd. So funny, it already feels like spring. Night and day from last week. I had bought these unicorn waffles, and so I had made a copy of the packaging and printed it out and to put it in my journal. So and this was a little cute little girl. She was a what do you call it, a paper doll that I made a copy of. I added some fun little yarn and string to my page here. Just add some fun whimsy. This was, again, I found in my stash. I found a box of stuff, and I had painted over this little tree. And happy hump day, one day closer to Girls Weekend. Oh yeah, so I'm getting ready to go to Girls Weekend. Oh, I talk about a little mouse drama that I had with my dog again. So yeah, I had to save a little bitty baby mouse from him. Oh yeah, so I started doing my dollhouse, and this was some packaging from a dollhouse that I received. So, so I'm talking about heading out for the weekend. I'm so excited. This was another page that I had been collecting for a long time. I love these ballerina girls and all of their colors. And so I just did a fun little page with one of my favorite quotes that I have. Oh yeah, so we started talking about, we want to do a trip on for my daughter when she graduates. And so, yeah, we're talking about going to England now. We had talked about Paris for a while. We talked about doing the stretch of New England, but now we're thinking about actually going to London, and her friends want to go too, so I think that will be a fun trip. Okay, Girls Weekend, yay! This was so fun. And then my sister had, this is my sister and her husband, and she was scrapbooking and documenting things, and she was like, oh, I don't know why I got dupes of these pictures. I said, well, let me have one. I don't have a picture of you guys in my journal. So that's when I put this in my journal. And then I just kind of took some pictures of my mom and, you know, just different packing up and getting ready for our trip. This was a day we did some shopping. So yeah, I bought some really beautiful floral paper, so I just kind of started adding that into my planner. Brazos joined us on Friday evening. This was us wearing our bee ears from the Be Beautiful kit. We ordered pizza. We talked about Camp Wonderland, because my sister is actually helping me plan all that. Actually, my mom too. So yeah, this was me and my daughter doing a Girl Scout Make New Friends song. We were showing my sister and them. Yeah, just talking about our weekend and what we did. And then another Sunday, this was our last day, but we let the fun begin. Sunday, had to leave Girls Weekend. Oh yeah, I got to see my dad. I hadn't seen him in forever. I added this cute little charm here. It's just basically, this is a piece of felt, and then I pinned this cute little teacup charm to show, you know, we were doing our Alice, so of course there's a tea party involved. Okay, so moving into March. Alright, and as we're moving into the next month, which is March, I created a little pocket here, and I had put in this bingo card that I was going to participate with Paper Pippi, and you know, I know I've probably included some of these in my journal, but I haven't actually marked them off yet. So I had good intentions, let's just put it that way. But these are great little pockets to put at the beginning, like if you wanted to add different things into your pocket that you want to participate in or remember or anything like that. So anyway, this is a stamp, a rubber stamp. It's not actually, it's a foam stamp that it's a Mindy Lacefield, and it says never grow up. And I did it with paint, but I really shouldn't have done it on this busy background because it doesn't really show up. I mean, I can see it, but it is kind of a busyness right here. And then this is a little Happy Mail that I received from Mindy Lacefield that is so cute. I think he fits perfectly in with March and with green. This is the March girl that we had for the BBG girls. And then again, we come back to, I didn't actually fill in my dates. We're still in March. I need to probably come in here and fill in the birthdays and anniversaries and things like that. Again, my main focus is Camp Wonderland, and I still need to fill in some different things here. But if it doesn't happen, it's okay. This was also from Paper Pippi. I ordered off her website. And this is part of the sticker club that was the CWR sticker club. This is a Paper Pippi that came with this particular printable as well. So I love having printables because you can print out as many as you like and use them throughout your journals. Oh, and this is some new washi tape that I had purchased as well. I love all the plants. Okay, March 1st, this is also part of that printable that I got from Paper Pippi. And I love this saying, it's really going good also for the Alice in Wonderland, but we are all just mad here. Sometimes I feel that way. So yeah, I think it was a really, really good day here. Kind of going in, just kind of, you know, just adding bits and pieces here. Alice in Wonderland. We had a neighbor that unfortunately is in the hospital at this point, with complications from COVID as well. I had put in adulting. I was so proud of myself because, like I had mentioned earlier, I had a rough February. Just kind of an emotional, it's just life, right? So I felt so proud of myself because I actually did things to accomplish. Today was a holiday for us at work, and then yeah, I stopped and got me. Sometimes I'll go to Whataburger, which is a hamburger place here in Texas. I'm sure it may be other places as well, but I'll get me a burger for breakfast. I know that sounds so weird, but it'll last me all day until dinner. So I like doing that if I'm out and about running errands. Went to the grocery store. Today was actually Pokey's birthday, and so I got him a little a new toy. He loves when we come back from the grocery store because he always is like, oh, did you get me a new toy? More adulting. I finally found the rest of the teacups I needed for Camp Wonderland. This was where the announcement came in for that they announced that we don't have to wear, that they're letting go of the state mandate of wearing masks for COVID. And so that was part of that. Let's see here. Just more busy Camp Wonderland. Whenever I find images online, I will print them out when I love what they look like because I'm always looking for inspiration. Of course, I would love to paint my cabinets and have all the florals in my kitchen. Don't know if it will happen in this house, but virtual camp. What is this? This is another one of those. Oh, this is another, well, I didn't write in here. I must have wanted to write something in here. I had goals to write. I must have wanted to come back and do this, but I found this in one of my magazines that talks about how to create, like I love using this for like a new project. You can organize your supplies, you can create an inspiration board for that. So I have an upcoming class I want to do this summer, a camp make-believe, and so I'm gonna, as soon as Camp Wonderland is planned and done, I'm gonna start doing, I want to use this idea to create Camp Make-Believe. My hair took on a whole new look on its own. I have no idea, but I kind of am liking it. So yeah, this was a page I did for a tea party that we had. And that was on Saturday, and so I just did this cute little page. I showed how to create this little banner. This is on Instagram if you want, as a video, if you wanted to view that, if you weren't part of that. So yeah, that's just another flip through. Feeling much better, as you can see with my art. It's blessed. The sun has been out. Don't put off your happy life. Painted these little flowers in here. So yeah, you can tell things are starting to be a little better. This is actually a obituary from my neighbor that passed away from COVID, so I included that in here. We had gone to his service and talked about that. Very sad. Still can't believe it. And then, yeah, back to school, kind of talking about that. Oh yeah, you guys, anybody that has a septic system understands the yeast. You put it down there to take care of issues. More information than what you probably needed. Just tipped in a little piece of Chanel here. Oh, we did International Women's Day, and I picked a woman that inspires me, which is Maud Lewis. She is an artist out of Canada. And then this is her facility here. And this is talking about, this I took off the box of cereal that I will eat in the morning. And talking about Pokey and his barkiness. Again, you can tell with the camp girls, I'm just continuously planning out Camp Wonderland. This was a cute shirt that I ordered from Crafty Destinations. Just saying is my friend Paula's little quote, and I have this tutu that I'm going to be wearing to Camp Wonderland. Again, here's another vision of a green kitchen that I really like. And then more journaling. Just talking about, this is my window display. Just basic life stuff. Thursday. Oh, got to fill this page in. This fan, I'm going to actually try to make some stickers out of this because this means I am hot. So that is, yeah, that I need to journal this page. I didn't realize this one wasn't journaled. Oh, same with this one. I think that's when I'm kind of finishing out the journal here. This is another just cut out from a magazine that I love. This look of this bedding, and then of course this display. So yeah, so that is it. And again, sometimes I may decorate this backside. I haven't decided. I haven't done one yet, so we shall see. So that is it. That is the flip through of this journal. I'm very happy that it's over, that I completed it. I'll have to come back in and do this page here, but anyway, thank you guys, and I hope you're inspired, and have a great day. See you in my next video.